My name is Renee Mueting. I am the Family Consumer Science teacher for the middle school and the high school. I'm housed at the high school. I started teaching in the EudoraSchools back in 2007, and then this is my first year back. I took a break when I subbed at EudoraSchools for 5 years. So many of the students have had me as a sub, a long-term sub during the pandemic, just long-term sub for other teachers that have babies. My job as a family consumer science teacher is extremely rewarding because I get to help them learn about everything life skills and plus more. So at the high school level, we're talking about lifespan development. That's how we develop from birth until, of course, we die, how we develop socially, emotionally, cognitively. At the middle school level, I teach more of the life skills and an introduction to a little bit of everything. 8th grade does a little bit of budgeting. They do in the kitchens. We talk about convenience foods versus what you can make at home with simple ingredients that you have around. 7th grade also does a little bit about that. Our time period with the middle school is very short, so it's very abbreviated. 7th grade and 8th grade both get a basics on textiles, so you might see that we're sewing in the labs. We do a pillowcase. I'm thankful for all the donations people have donated, the cotton fabrics for the pillowcases. Thankful for the grant. You can see that we have a serger now, which is really cool. They really enjoy using that. It's operating a machine, giving them the confidence. We do basic hand sewing, they sew buttons, but that's just everyday life skills that build that confidence, which is so important. So my favorite project for this middle school, of course, would be the pillowcases, but there's other favorite projects as well. Another favorite project would be, we have with our grant the Instapot, air fryer, and the griddle. And so we will put things in the air fryer and then also put a similar item in the oven, and we compare it, the speed, how it tastes, what it does it have a different texture. The Instapot, we talk about conveniences. Is it worth going out to eat versus if you can make it at home equally as fast? And is it healthier? We also talk about like the caffeinated drinks. That's another one of my favorite projects, is looking at these new trendy caffeinated drinks and how much caffeine they have in them and how healthy they are for them, or not healthy they are for you. My favorite part about working in Eudora is this is our home. My husband and I chose to relocate here over 20 years ago, and these children are my children and they know that. My own daughters are in the building. I have kids in every building again this year. For the many year in a row, I think we're up to like 8 years in a row now we've had, it feels like a kid in every building. So I like working in Eudora because it feels like a community if you're involved. I started getting involved at the elementary school as a parent while I was working here, and worked there close with those teachers so they feel like, friends. Middle school the same. I've volunteered there and they feel like family, and now I'm at the high school, which is another type of family. So I do know a lot of the people and I care about them all, and they know that, and I think that's why I like it the most. My first involvement at the elementary school, I've been on the PTO there for 9 years. I helped with Marathon Club all of those years. The students know me as the Marathon Club lady in some ways. At middle school, I've been on the Booster Club for numerous years there. They see me at concession stands working a lot. High school, I mainly help with like the all-night prom when they need me for a volunteer, and anywhere they need me. I am also in the community. We're the club leader for the 4-H club here in Eudora, and I've been involved with that for about 9 years. And at church. It makes them see that I care for them outside of school hours as well as in school hours. The most rewarding thing about being an educator in general, especially in family and consumer sciences, is the students that say, hey, I can use this in real life and it's gonna help me. Next semester I teach career and life planning. Can also be one of my favorite topics because we go through every career cluster and we talk about all the jobs and the value of every single job that's out there. If we didn't have every single job, our conveniences in America would definitely not be there. And not to talk down upon any job, because all jobs have value. And I think that's my biggest reward of being a family consumer sciences. It's really applicable to everyday life. Another great thing about our community is the support, and I'm working on adding the fashion pathway. It will take many years to get it established, but it'll start with fashion and interior design, essentials, and then builds to a production class, which then will build to a studio class. And Elizabeth at Twill Trade has been a wonderful supporter and working with me on this. And so I'm excited. It's pretty cool to have that community support.